One day, a curious wolf was wandering through the forest when he stumbled upon a fully intact human skin. Without thinking much, he shoved his head through the neck opening of the skin. As he kept pushing inside, the arms and legs of the skin stretched open and his furry wolf snout poked out from the human mouth. The sight was downright bizarre and unsettling, but even stranger, the skin fit him perfectly. Like it was made just for him. A man happened to walk by at that very moment. The curious wolf stood up and began to follow him, trying to imitate how humans walked upright. He wobbled and staggered, not used to standing like a human. Still, he made his way down the road and entered the city. A girl's dog barked loudly at him non-stop, but the wolf ignored it and kept walking forward. He arrived outside an office building, gazing curiously at all the employees walking in. Then it hit him. If he wanted to survive in this world, he needed a job. So he slipped in with the rest of the job seekers and sat for an interview. He even picked up a pen and mimicked writing, just like the others. Shockingly, the wolf actually got hired. Thanks to his wolf-like dedication and sharp instincts, he quickly impressed the boss. Before long, he was promoted and got a raise. Now, the wolf was living in a fancy new house. Everything seemed so easy and perfect to him. Excited, he ran across his lawn on all fours like he used to in the wild. Some movers saw him doing this and were visibly confused. He quickly stood up, tried to act normal, and motioned for them to carry on. But the movers were still visibly puzzled. The wolf looked off into the distance toward the forest, and he remembered the freedom he once had, crawling and hunting without restraint. Whenever work got tiring, he would stare at the mounted prey on the wall. It always stirred something deep inside him, a hunger he couldn't shake. As time passed, he even married a beautiful woman, but no matter how lavish the meals were, he had no appetite. Seeing the little puppy in his wife's arms reignited his craving for raw meat. The next day, he went to a pet store and secretly brought home a cat, hiding it in his garage. He was thrilled, holding the cat in his hands, staring at its fresh flesh. Just as he was about to feast, the garage door opened. It was his daughter. He couldn't risk revealing his true identity in front of her. Suppressing his instincts for so long was eating him alive. Even ordinary things like a stapler or hunting photos triggered his urges. One night, he was watching TV. A documentary showed wild wolves tearing into raw meat. His daughter sat beside him, holding her food. He turned to his wife and said, "I can't hold back anymore." But she didn't understand what he meant. His primal nature had reached a breaking point. The next day, during a meeting at work, he started having intense hallucinations. The documents looked like raw meat. The slideshow showed scenes of wolves feeding. He could no longer resist the bloodlust building inside him. He looked at his colleague's neck, jumped onto the table, and lunged at him in front of everyone. People were frozen in shock, and for the first time, his furry snout broke through the human face. He wasn't human. He was a wolf wearing human skin. Only now did everyone realize the truth. People started chasing him down, attacking him in rage. The wolf ran terrified all the way back to his house, but his monstrous appearance scared his wife and daughter. He ripped off the human skin, revealing his true form, hoping they would understand and accept him, but his wife demanded he leave. With no choice, he ran out the door, humans still hot on his tail. He finally reached the edge of the forest, the place he once called home, but it had changed. Now it was full of human houses and concrete. The wolf stood dazed in the middle of the road, and a speeding car ran him over. People saw his broken body and smiled, feeling satisfied. A few minutes later, two city workers arrived. They tossed the wolf's body into a plastic bag, dumped him like garbage in a nearby ditch.